Greetings, greetings, greetings. Greetings. I'm about to go live. This morning. Y'all welcome in. We are already live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. And we're live on LinkedIn. Good morning. Good morning. If you are new here, I am Bria. I am the CEO of Be Branded Media. And Be Branded Media is a dynamic media company. We are a media company who not only prides ourselves on sharing the good news, we also create the good news. So today's live is going to be consistent of me teaching about networking. Okay, so let's just hop right into this live. Networking is generosity. Okay, so when you're networking, you are actually stepping out there and you're being generous with your business, because being generous with your business is literally the energy. It is the currency or the current of networking. So being generous and building your business with generosity is the key to unlocking the power of giving. So when you're networking, you're giving, whether that be intellectual property, you're talking, you're sharing information with someone, you're giving away your actual tangible product. Do you have a product based business? What kind of business do you run? What kind of business do you have? Drop what kind of business you have in my comments. Drop your business in my comments. So if you have a service based business, say I have a service based business. What is that service based business? What product is it that you are selling? What service is it that you are providing? What type of education? Do you have a SaaS company? Do you have a software as a service company? Do you have a software? Okay. What is your solution? What is your product? Drop that in my comments right now. Let's get some networking going on in the comments. Okay. So let's just keep going. So I would love to see those comments popping up. And this will be recorded. So if you miss anything, do not worry. We are in the business of building. So when you're networking in the realm of business, generosity is a secret weapon that can propel your success to new heights. Okay. By embracing the power of giving, you not only create meaningful connections, but you're also cultivating a positive and thriving ecosystem for your business. Your business is built off of relationships. So when you're leading with networking your business, always think about first, before you even step out the door, I want you to think about your value. If you have your notebooks in front of you, I want you to write 2 things that you know that are valuable. What are 2 things that you know that are valuable? What are 2 things that you can do that are valuable? And it might be more than 2. But if you can remember at least 2 things, you're embracing your own value. And now you're ready to position yourself. When people ask you, what do you do? You're not just going to say, I am an electrician. No, you're going to say, I help keep the lights on for millions of people in my community. That's your value. So your value can be your knowledge, your value can be insights, your value can be resources, your value can be skills, your value can be an actual tangible product or thing or asset. Your value can be wisdom. Your value can be your story. Your value can be your experience. Your value can be your look. Your value can be your versatility and ability to adapt. You know, your coachability, your ability to coach, your ability to train, your ability to teach. What is your skill set? What is your gift? Okay, that's what it boils down to. When you're stepping out there and you're networking, you want to already understand and see yourself. Okay, so let's keep going, because networking is generosity. So I want to build as much value into this live as possible. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to comment below. Okay, I'm just going to check my other devices just to make sure everything is rolling. um Let me see what's going on with this. I like to troubleshoot and just see myself from different angles just to make sure everybody's tapping in. Okay, so now that I am exercising this as an example, going live on your page to share your knowledge and insights, like you become a beacon of wisdom in your industry. You become what they say is a SME or a subject matter expert, or you're positioning yourself as an expert in your industry when you start to share your knowledge. When you can teach somebody else something, that means that you're an expert. So sharing your valuable tips and insight in the industry, no matter what industry it is, I know every industry needs marketing. Greetings from Ghana. Greetings from Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. Every industry needs marketing. So it's my job to make sure that I'm touching every industry in a general sense so that they can be inspired and continue to have hope for marketing in their business. Because if you're not marketing, you're not getting to the money. Okay. So I need everybody to understand that my wisdom in marketing means that I am here to actually coach you and train you and push you into actually having marketing on your mind, because whether you're marketing intentionally or unintentionally, you're still marketing. When people come into the vicinity of you, you represent your brand and your brand represents you. Y'all are both reflections. So always be in position to share your value, meaning that you see yourself as a valuable asset, that you're a value add to any environment that you put yourself in. Strategically put yourself in environments that align with you or are compatible with you so that you can always bring value. Okay, bringing value, generosity, being generous with your value, sharing it openly. If you see an opportunity about something that you know about, or if you see something, say something. Sharing that value generously where people didn't even have to ask you to add that. It's like, wow, I didn't know that. And people want to learn more through sharing your tips in your network and out of your network, whether you're sharing on social media or you're sharing in real life. Being generous with your knowledge establishes you as a thought leader, and you automatically gain trust, okay, and respect. People really appreciate when you can step up and solve a problem for them. That they get a lot of peace of mind when you're around. They get a lot of excitement to know someone like you, and they automatically start referring you or speaking about you in rooms where you're not in. Okay. Also, this generosity, it's really a domino effect. So when you start supporting other people's businesses and collaborating with them and have a collaboration over competition mindset, you automatically look for opportunities to support other people. Then you are someone who is being generous in your business by supporting others who are in complementary industries or niches. It's so important that you collaborate, and that's called cross marketing. Like, we really want to not only collaborate with people, but we want to collaborate with people who are in complementary industries or niches so that you can continue to add value to their audience, and then they can add value to your audience. So it's a reciprocal relationship. It's not just a one-way street. Okay. So when you share their content, when you endorse their services, when you explore partnership possibilities and foster that spirit of support, a supportive spirit, an emotionally supportive spirit, an entrepreneurial supportive spirit is camaraderie. Camaraderie is why people love sports. Camaraderie is why people like getting on teams, because when you can depend on someone else's strength to just continue to grow you, then it becomes a relationship. And that is an ally, or that is someone who's in your network, who's on your team. Every millionaire, every billionaire, every successful CEO and entrepreneur knows the value of building a team, and a team of individuals who have specific skill sets that are complementary to their weaknesses. If you're weak in an area in your industry, please seek those who are willing to align with you, who may have those complementary strengths, because that is going to help you create a network of allies to cover those weaknesses in your SWOT analysis. Okay, how many people have done a SWOT analysis for your business? How many people know the weaknesses of their business plan and in their business model? It would be advantageous for you to strategically align with individuals who complement those weaknesses and can then cover you if it aligns once you actually get in communication with them. You always want to add value, and you want to look for complementary partners and teammates who can also add value to you and are willing. There's a difference between someone being able to and someone actually doing it. And you'll find that once you start communicating your need, people will actually get excited to share their strengths and be able to add on to you because it's their passion. That's why people who are entrepreneurs are very passionate about what they do, because it's their gift. It wakes them up out of bed in the morning. So 9 times out of 10, if you start to really focus in on how can I improve how I'm doing business, and start communicating with people who are in complementary niches and industries, you'll find someone who would be more than happy to compliment you in that way and be able to delegate that task to them so that they can add to you and you can add to them. Okay. So the next thing, we're going to keep this live moving. If you all have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. Offering mentorship and guidance. You always want to pay it forward by offering mentorship and guidance to aspiring professionals, because generosity is networking. The currency of networking is generosity. That's what you're exchanging. You're exchanging something that is seen as valuable in a way where it's like, wow, you're really offering this. That's the value. When someone is surprised about what you're bringing to the table, that means you have something there. If you're sharing something that you know that you can get paid for and you're not charging them, that's you being very generous, and you're able to give people a taste of what it feels like to work with you. Okay. People like to be able to try things on. That's a major asset in the fashion industry, being able to try something on and seeing how it feels on you actually will help your sales. It won't hurt your sales to be generous in your business, and you'll actually be able to share your experiences and provide advice that offers to help others navigate in their own journeys. So now you're a part of their testimony. That's even more powerful. 9 times out of 10, a great testimony or a great review is worth the money invested to get it, because then it speaks volumes to so many other people to be almost like a case study or almost like an example of the impact. You want to show that your business has impact. If you're not making impact in your business, then you really need to sit down and evaluate what your skill set is and how you can increase that service. You want to have a level of service that is superior and really extends and excels your competition, because people cannot do it how you do it. Nobody is going to do things how you do it, and that's your value. You're so unique that someone can be in the same industry, in the same business, providing the same service, and they don't do it like you do it. So how do you do it? What is your je ne sais quoi? What is it that makes you stand out in your industry? And let's hone in on that, market that, push that, advertise that, make that so unique to you that it really comes down to, if I'm going to go with this or I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that because it's done this way, and that's how I like it. Some people are hands-on learners. Some people are visual learners. Some people are audible learners. So the way in which you provide your service or the way in which you run your business is going to align with those people who get it that way. And so that's your customer. That's your target audience. And so when you're trying to niche down and like market to everybody, you're going to miss everybody. But when you really know who you are, then you know who you're here to serve. Okay. So and that goes into my next point, connecting with the right people. Connect and act as that connector in your industry, within your network. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to have a network. Relationships, communication is how you grow your business and connect with people. And you want to connect with like-minded individuals who see you. You want to connect with people who can benefit from knowing each other and facilitate valuable connections. Okay. Just like in these comments, I want to see the link to your business. I want to see what product it is you're selling. I want to see what is, service that you're selling, because you never know who may be in my network that may be a valuable relationship to strengthen you and become a trusted resource for you. The more you give, the more you can receive. I use this analogy all the time. When you're not willing to give and your hands are closed or your mind is closed, you cannot receive nor give. And you're like, no, I don't want to give. I don't want to give. But you're not seeing that you can't receive either. But when you have a willingness to give and you're open and your hands are open and your mind is open and you're in the position of giving and you're a cheerful giver, you know, when you're a cheerful giver, you're actually opening yourself up to receiving at the same time. And so you're able to facilitate valuable connections, even if you're setting someone else up or connecting someone else. You do not even realize that you're receiving benefit as well. And it could be on the back end. It might not always be on the front end. It may not always be obvious what it is that you're gaining, but that's a part of generosity. When you give without the expectation of receiving, you receive indirectly, because you're facilitating and strengthening someone else. You're strengthening yourself. And when you give, the more you give, the more you can receive. Receiving is the signal or the proof of giving. It's the byproduct. So when you can provide an exceptional customer experience and service, you elevate your business by going above and beyond for your customers. When you can facilitate an exceptional partner experience and you go above and beyond for your partners, you're also creating and cultivating a culture of generosity that initiates a domino effect, where you actually energize your values, your core values, and your pillars of principles in your business. You ignite those. You ignite those philanthropic projects, and generosity extends beyond your business and really has an impact on your community at large. The community at large now sees that there's a business here who cares. And when people know that you care, they will not only refer you, they will become fans of your business, and they will plug you. They will talk about you. They will share your stuff without you even having to ever ask. They will come and support your products and probably give them away because they understand that you care. They understand and they appreciate your genuine care for the community, and they will become very loyal to your brand and business in ways that you could not imagine. When you have a fan of your business, they will spread the word far and wide. They will advocate for you. Let's say you're going after grants. You never know who you're talking to. That's why you always want to go above and beyond in your customer experience. You never know who is walking into your store. You never know who's on your website. If you don't already have a pixel installed, install a pixel for retargeting. That's another gem. Make sure you're writing this down, okay? You never know who you're talking to, so always provide that exceptional service and always show up as your best self in your business, because you never know who knows who. And if you give a fantastic experience, even if something goes wrong, the way in which that you can handle problems in your business or handle customer relationships and retention is huge. You never know. You could be applying for a grant and they could be sitting on the board and they'll be like, oh, I know this business. Okay. It's not even about them knowing you personally, but if your business has interacted them in a way that had impacted them in a genuine way and made them feel like a person who is seen, who is heard, who is felt and appreciated, they'll make sure it happens. They'll do everything in their power. And inshallah, you'll get the grant, but you never know. It's all about relationships. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you and how they know you. So you always want to lead with generosity in your business. Networking is not just about with people that you don't know. It's also people who are already supporting your business. You want to constantly retain those customer relationships as best as you can, because those are going to be the people who are marketing you. Your current customers, those are your fans. Those are your brand ambassadors. Those are your advocates. And when you are generous, it extends beyond just your business and it creates a positive impact that strengthens your reputation. Your brand is your reputation. Your brand, your name, all of that goes, it's all simultaneously, okay? And so you want to be committed to showing up as your best and being so much of a value add. Can't nobody take nothing away from you. You know it, front, back, left, right, up, down. You know it. And if you don't, I've even had customers who appreciate the fact that I told them that I didn't know. They'll ask me a question and I say, I'll look into that and I'll get back to you on that. I'm not going to position myself as a know-it-all, because if I'm a know-it-all, they don't trust me because I don't know it all. No one can know it all. So being authentic and showing up as your true self and being able to say, hey, this is what I have to offer and this is what I'm willing to do for you. Being authentic in your business actually helps strengthen your reputation. People want to see you grow. People want to know some things that didn't go well. They just want to see how you handle it. They just want to see what you're made of. And a lot of times opportunity does too. So push through in your business. Don't ever think that you're taking a loss for a long time. No, but your ability to take a loss and to keep going actually strengthens your business. Being able to take the hit in your business. So let me tell you this story. Amazon. I tell this story all the time. Amazon took a loss for the first 5 years. They sold books and they sold their products at a loss for 5 years. But guess what? They not only have beat out their competition, they have closed their competition. So being willing to take the hit, being willing to be generous, being willing to give is the currency of networking. So if your network isn't as strong, look at your level of generosity. Look at your level of service. Increase your level of service and give back to the community. Demonstrate your commitment to the social responsibility of an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have a responsibility to teach. You have a social responsibility to support other entrepreneurs, because every entrepreneur understands that it takes help. Wealth takes help, guys. Okay. And you have to be willing to help others. If your business isn't growing the way that you think it should be growing, look at your level of commitment. Look at your level of service and look at your level of generosity, and to see how can you get involved in your community events. How can you sponsor local charities or initiate your own philanthropic projects? That's why I love marketing so much. That's why I love billboards so much. You are actually investing in your own business and being generous with yourself. Charity starts at home, guys. So if you're not willing to invest in your own business, meaning you're not spending anything in marketing, and you don't see value in telling people what it is that you do, how can other people see value in it? So you want to constantly be putting your message out there. You want to constantly be networking with people and giving them opportunities to touch your business with a low barrier of entry. Okay. So remember, as we wrap up, we're about to wrap up. It's 9:53. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me today. I really appreciate you taking your precious time to be with me. You guys could have been doing anything. You guys could have been working on your business, but you decided to be here with me this morning. I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate every moment and second that I get of your time and attention, because I know how valuable it is. I don't take you for granted. So remember, I just want to leave you with this thought, that remember that generosity is not about expecting an immediate return. Okay. But it's about building that long-term relationship and fostering a culture of giving. Every super billionaire I know, what is their title? What do they do? They're a philanthropist. Every wealthy family are philanthropists. They have trust, they have funds, they have scholarships, they have initiatives, they give. So remember, generosity is not about expecting an immediate return. In order for you to really track an ROI on a marketing campaign, how long you have to give it? You have to give it 60 to 90 days. 60 to 90 days. Okay. So think about that as a long term. You're fostering a culture and a mindset. A culture and a mindset. Culture and mindset are interchangeable. Of giving, being a cheerful giver. Because when you're a cheerful giver, that means you're not in the position to have to receive. I don't want to be in a position where I need someone to give me anything. I want to be a cheerful giver because that means I'm in abundance. Okay. When you embrace generosity as a core value, you create a thriving ecosystem where your business can flourish alongside other people. And money loves communication. Money loves excitement. Money loves people who are passionate and want to go get it. Okay. Money loves having a place where it is loved and it is valued and it is put to good use. So we want to practice generosity in our businesses by being cheerful givers with our value, with our time, with our service, with our knowledge, with our insights, with our experience, with our stories. Okay. You want to be a cheerful giver because that means that you're not in a position of a receiver. We want to be cheerful givers in our businesses. That's what we want to do. We don't want to be bosses. We don't want to be just you do no. We want to say, hey, we're here. How can we help you? How can we support you? How can we solve this problem for you? That's being a cheerful giver. What's coming off of your lips is going to tell what your mindset is. And if your mindset is fostering a culture of giving, you're going to align with people who don't mind being an asset and being a giver to you. Okay, so I just want to say again, thank you so much for your time this morning. My name is Bria. I'm the CEO of Be Branded Media. This is a very dynamic media company. I not only teach about networking and marketing, but I also have billboards in all 50 states, Canada, Europe, Africa. I have the ability to run TV commercials. I have the ability to put in app billboards where people can just click your ad and go right to the page to buy. I really love that product. And I stand behind my product because I've never seen anything convert the way billboards do. I had a client spend 500 with me. She made 5,000 in 7 days, guys. This is why I can provide this exceptional customer service. Yes, beloved. Come here. I got you some cherries. All right, go in the room. All right, go in the room. Um, what was I saying? Yes, that's why I can provide this excellent customer service because I understand how to grow my business because my business is literally here to support your business. I'm here to put you up there on 95. I'm here to put you up there on 285. I'm here to put you up here on 7520 downtown Atlantic Station, going to 40, going into Dallas, Texas, and Chicago and Indiana, going up in Times Square, going up in LA, going up in Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville, Florida, going up over there in England, going up in South Africa. I can do that because your customer is all over the world. You may just be a business in your community, but having a culture that is aligned with other people who are making a positive difference allows for your generosity to reach the multitudes of people all around the world. I have a global ecosystem. My ecosystem is so global. I inspire people all over the world by showing up every day and being willing to be generous in my business and building those connections, building that business success. And I pay it forward each and every day. I pay it forward by sharing my thoughts, by sharing my experiences and sharing my insights. Because the return for me is to see people embracing ideas that were first foreign to them. You know, a lot of people aren't marketing because they don't have money, but you don't have money because you're not marketing. So what do I have to do? I have to teach. What do I have to do? I have to show up and show people as an example and do it for my own business. My first billboard, guess who was on it? Me. And nobody believed me. They thought it was fake. No, I put my face in front of 13 million people a day. I have billboards right now in Atlanta that get 13 million views a day. We have the busiest airport in the world. You hear me? You want your billboard up in the airport? In the business airport in the world, of course you do. And I have the ability to make it happen. I'm not a talker. I'm an executioner. I'm going to get it done. I also design them. I've designed taglines. Okay. I've done this for so many other people. I've helped people make billions of dollars, y'all. If I can help other people do it, why can't I help you? So that's the point of this live. And so we're hitting that 10 a.m. mark. I just want to say thank you so much. I'm excited, and I want to actually invite you all to my next live. It'll be next Monday at 9:30 a.m. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via Messenger or DM, or you can call my office at 817-646-3111. Again, that's 817-646-3111. Again, my name is Bria. I am the CEO of Be Branded Media, and this live is about networking and generosity. Please take on this mindset this week and let me know how it impacts your business over the next 7 days. All right. I'd love to hear your testimony, and I'd love to hear your feedback. If there's something that you want me to teach on this next live, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, my website is bebrandedmedia.com, and I'll see you next time.